Patron, take them away.
And a warm welcome to one and all. It's your first time here. I'm a big fella Scruff, and what I'm trying to do is put trading in the real world. Maybe show you a trick or two along the way. Now, earlier on this morning I did the morning watch video. It's where I look at the economic news and see what's going on for the day. And within it, I made reference to the pound New Zealand. And what I like to do is I often like to back up what I say. And why? Well, because it's only fair. So I've actually entered the trade on the pound New Zealand, and I'm going to flick it over and I'll show you. Well, let me just clean my marks off and I'll kind of explain what it is. Now in it, there is kind of strength within that market. You can see it. It's been collapsing, but it's had a lot of strength here. And although the main premise to this is to the upper side, in the short term, I think it's going to come back on itself to have a little bit of a run. So with that said, if I take it to the hourly and we start looking at the last data sample, we can see what's going on. There's been a significant drop here. And if I just put on an extension so you can kind of see what's going on, there are two key turning points, which is the 127 and the 161 or thereabouts. And sure enough, it went up to pretty close to that 127. And it's turned and come back. Now, if I put this to the base of here, so the last red drop. So it's down, a little bit of profit taken, then the final drop to the base of that candle. It actually puts it to the pip where it turned. Now that's interesting because if that's a key turning point, that means the market will come back on itself. So again, fib, base of the fib, to the top of that move. It's broken through the 23, giving me a trigger point, which is here. So if I just zone this out, just so I can kind of show you. That's an area of retraction, which gives you another area of retraction down here. There's all different ways to trade, but what I'm trying to do is like highlight where key elements of this are, and then just drop in some key target points, just like so. Now what you've got is a trading arena with areas you could actually sell down to. Now it doesn't look that bad. Not bad at all. Not really. Got key markers that we can work to. We can see it's broke through. So put the order here. It did actually push down into a target because I just targeted 15 pips and it ticked it but didn't quite. So maybe put that to there. Stage all the way up to the top of this section, because if it gets through there, then we've got a problem that we need to resolve. But we've got an opportunity here, and then we run down here. Now also on this 15-minute, we can see this drive. Now let's tighten that drive up a little bit. Just like so. And again, breaks down. Look where it's stalled. Well, it's stalling heavily on that 38 and the 50. So again, everything balances out. It could even get down as low as here. But we do have the stall point, which is there. And that's why we're putting that on. So just sit that onto that. We're going to let this run. We're going to stage it out up onto up here somewhere. And then we'll just kind of go from there. And it's nice and simple. So there you go. So we'll just drop that onto there. It's my last day today. And then I'm going to take a little bit of a break. But I do appreciate all your comments and your support of the channel. And I'll still be looking to answer any comments that come through, and then I'll catch you when I've had a break. So let's play this out, and I'll catch you soon. Okay guys, this trade's coming to its end. Obviously, like I say, it's holiday week this week. Heading off to a cruise tomorrow, so I'm getting ready this afternoon. There's a few things I want to do for you guys as well before I go. But what is this trade? Well, if you saw the morning call, you'll see that I said in the short term it's going to be coming down, and we'll be looking to maybe get some profit. But if you are so inclined for the bigger, wait for it to come down to then go the other way. I wanted to trade this morning, so I wanted to capture that move. And as you can see on the screen, it's currently 31 pips down, and we've caught most of it. Now, it was actually down to, well, we'll see how far it's been down from where it entered that trade. So from here, just by staging, repositioning, all of that, it's 44 pips. And we've been riding all of that. And what we've got is this lot. You know, you saw me do a similar thing yesterday with that. And now we've been systematically just working our way. Kept the positions small because I'm going against the grain. But you get in, you get paid. You get in, you get paid. You get in, you get paid. And that's all you do. You do that over and over. And you'll find that you get paid quite well. It's now risk-free. My stop is here. It's a trailing stop. So again, all of the management, I don't call it risk management because I think that's stupid. If you risk something, it infirms your gambling. My investment was in place. and then I've made my investment now protected. I think that's better terminology, because if you invest something, you're not gambling. You've got a solid choice that you're making. So I'll just let it run out, and you can see it's already paid. I'm very happy with what I've done, and that's it. You know, is it the biggest payday in the world? No. Why? Because I'm not an idiot. You know, I'm not in this to sort of be glitz in one thing and another. I'm in it to show you the way and show that it's possible. Now, what you take from that is up to you. You know, if you just want to go and see the glitz and the money and one thing and another, well, it's all right for a bit of entertainment. But if you actually truly want to learn something, no, because it's a fallacy. And what happens is you believe all that shit. And you get sucked in with, oh, look at my car. Oh, look at me sitting in a exotic land under a palm tree while they're sipping pina coladas or whatever it is. If you think that's a job, well, you're obviously part of the bloody generation that thinks Instagram's real. It's not. You know, Instagram's the land of make-believe. And believe it or not, you can rent a car. You can rent a house. You know, I'm going on a ship tomorrow. I could take a picture of it and say, oh, look at my yacht. It's a freaking MSC cruise line. That's what these muppets do. You know, go into Airbnb and say, look at my mansion. Spot them a mile off. There's no personal effects anywhere in the house. You see my house, it looks like a bloody bomb's in it. Well, that's because I'm scruffy by name and scruffy by nature. But at least what you see is real world. In fact, that's just closed out, actually. I'll just flick that back. As we were speaking, it's come up and it's tagged the stop. Am I worried? No. But it does show something. I zoned that out. Break of the zone. Down. Where did it stall? Bang on the level that I put in. You know how to draw these levels and you know what to look for. There's your roadmap. And it happens every day. Every day. And every day I show it. I was in the 5%ers trading room. Again, waited for the setup, but I did it live in front of you. Can't be any fairer than that. I told you what this would have done hours before I took the trade. If any of the squad are watching this, they'll stand testament that I did a euro breakdown for them the day before and told them where it was going the next day. And they all did well out of it. The problem I have with doing things like that is you have the element that just want to sit and be spoon-fed signals. I don't give signals. I've got no time for that. And I've certainly got no time for anybody who wants that. Because I know they're not going to put the work in. And if they're not going to put the work in, they're not going to make it. And this is hard reality, guys. If you're just sitting there, you're quiet, you just watch to see what you're given, and you don't participate and you don't give, you're not going to make it. Because you need to engage and understand what's going on. And if you don't engage, you'll never understand. And my attitude is, if you're here just to take from me and you're not giving something back, well, I've got no time for you either. So that's it. And why? Real world, not land of la-la and land of make-believe. If that's where you want to live, it's time for you to go. It's that simple. But if you're really, really interested in this and you want to learn it, engage. Everything you need is in the videos that are displayed. And if you can't see what's in the videos displayed, go into the Discord, talk to the guys, and it's the same for the guys in the Discord. Engage. Everything you need is in the libraries. And inside them libraries, everything what you need is there. From mindset, money management, how the markets operate, how to look for a signal, how to draw your levels, how to get your fibs. Everything is there. And it's peanuts, you know. And if you don't think it's peanuts, well, there's a couple of other high profile people there in their second home up in bloody Scotland or Ascot. They'll charge you 10 grand. Off you go. See if you can make it. I don't know if it's 10 grand to be honest, but it's not cheap, put it that way. But there's a few. Wobbly Trader is not cheap, and it's utter horseshit. You know. Why? Because you're not putting work in. Put the work in, you get reward out. So that's my grumble for the day. I'm going on holiday so I can chill out. A couple of personal matters to deal with as well. And then when I come back, I'll be fully refreshed. So I'm going to have a nice break. And you never know, you might miss me. We'll find out in the comments. If not, I might have an extended break. So as always, guys, trade well, keep your risk managed, but above all, do what you love. And the money will follow. See you all in the next one.